am I still hearing bagpipes? Wasn't yesterday enough for you?
It's AC/DC. These guys aren't Irish.
All right. Welcome back, my friends. It is the Dave Bowman Show. Power Talk 1360, 1280 Modesto, Stockton, iHeartRadio. Show full of fake stuff today. We got fake soldiers. We got fake buses. We got fake foreign policies. We got all kinds of fake stuff. 565-DAVE is the text machine. It's also the telephone number, 565-3283. Chris Vieira is here. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Chris is a veteran. He's a parachute rigger for the United States Army. Yeah. He's attending Delta College. What are you studying?
Of radio and television.
Well, there you go.
Perfect place for me.
Perfect. Welcome aboard. Let's go to the phones. Chris is in Georgia, according to this. Chris, good afternoon, and welcome to the Dave Bowman Show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Not a problem. You're on the air.
I just wanted to tell Chris, you did an outstanding job, young man.
Thank you,
I'm a 10-year veteran of the Army myself, and I want to thank you for what you did because you stopped a theft. Plain and simple. That guy was stealing valor, and you stopped him.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. And thank you for your service.
All right,
thank you for yours. We just recently became friends on Facebook, and I had a chance to actually tell you over the telephone, thank you for what you did, you and the other guy. I'm a part of a lot of stolen valor groups on Facebook and a couple of other places, and it's very rare that somebody actually gets a chance to do a one-on-one confrontation like that. And I tell people all the time, the only way it's going to stop is to publicly embarrass these people. Because a lot of times they tell you, oh, you need to take them behind closed doors. When you do that, you give them a chance to come up with a lie.
Well, not only that, Chris, you give them a chance. You give them a chance to. I mean, they don't have to admit to anything that happened behind a closed door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll have a lie to cover up. If you do come back and say you're lying about what you did, he's had a chance to go, well, my records are classified, or this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But if you do it in public, they have no chance to come up with a lie to cover it up.
Gets a chance to fix his uniform errors and all that. Well, Chris, great. Where are you stationed at down there?
I'm a veteran. I'm out. I've been out since 2000.
All right. Well, I came here from Toccoa, Georgia, so I know the area well.
Yep, I'm from Sylvester. I'm right down the road.
I know it well, man. Appreciate the call.
Yes, sir.
Kurahi, my friend. It's the Dave Bowman Show. Power Talk 1360, 1280. It's a big mountain in Stevens County.
Nice.
But the Army, the 101st Airborne, they get to use that.
I only saw Benning.
I have no idea why they do that. So, Chris, all right, where we left off the story, you had gotten your Ranger friend, and apparently somebody else to film this. Did you say to him, hey, film this because this is going to be good, or did he?
No, we didn't know he was filming at all.
You didn't know that. Okay.
We didn't know.
So you weren't doing this because you were seeking viral internet fandom.
No,
you
not
did
at
this
all.
Because you were pissed off.
Yeah, I was very passionate about what transacted there and at a later time, but we didn't do it for fame or fortune or money or anything like that. We did it because it was the right thing to do, to call this guy out.
So you walked out there,
expose him.
Now, is the first confrontation the one that's in the film?
Yes,
because I understand there are multiple confrontations.
There's two confrontations.
Okay, well that would be two. That's multiple.
Okay, you got me there.
All right,
but
so this is the first confrontation.
This is the first confrontation that's in the film.
Who starts it, you or your Ranger buddy?
I did.
And what did you say?
I said, "Excuse me, sir," and he immediately turned around, which I immediately knew any self-respecting non-commissioned officer would not let you call them sir. They'd be like, "Hey, I work for a living,"
right?
Which is exactly what I expected. He didn't say that. He turned around, yeah, like, and then he had no headgear on. Questioned him like, "Hey, where's your headgear at?" That's where the video starts. And
Which, by the way, that's not acceptable. You can't be outside in uniform without headgear on, unless you're praying or there's one other exception to it.
Praying, and I think if you're under a tent, that is the only time.
But that's it. That's why I cringe every time I watch war movies and they salute each other without headgear on. I'm like, that's a little weird. But anyway,
well, the Navy's a little different. They don't salute indoors either, do they?
Not normally, no.
No, the Army does.
Yeah. So. But anyway, the point, I've been yelled at, folks. I made the mistake one time of friends of mine, a bunch of E5s, and I went to a Rack's roast beef sandwich shop. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's kind of an Arby's wannabe up in the Pacific Northwest, I guess. And we made the mistake of going one day, and we thought, well, we're off base and we're far away from everything, and we left our hats in a car. And sitting inside that restaurant was one of them crusty old E7s, E8s, and my God, did we regret doing that. even as E5s. I mean, we were highly qualified senior E5s, and we got our butts reamed for that, and rightfully so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, even if that guy was in civilians and came up to you and he was Army as an E8 or E7, or military even, you would know it. I mean, it's...
Yeah. This guy didn't seem to have any military bearing to you, did he? I mean, he just
No, not at all. I mean, there was...
People in uniform carry themselves a certain way.
Yes, absolutely. You could always spot a person that has been military. They carry themselves differently than most people.
So you start talking to him. Hey, where's your headgear?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wearing sunglasses. Is the answer.
First he said he could wear it if he wanted to or not. And then I'm like, no, pretty sure the Army regulation says that you got to have your headgear on when you're outside. And then he responded, well, I had my sunglasses earlier.
So what?
Exactly. That doesn't have anything to do with headgear. Sunglasses go on your face. And that's when me and my buddies started questioning them back and forth on different...
and you can see that in the video. And
yes.
the questioning, and we can't really play the tape on the air because it's
it's
got a little, it goes a little afoul of some FCC regulations. Is that on the Facebook page? It is on the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Dave Bowman Show. So, and you can get it in all its glory there. And and if you want to see one pissed off Ranger, because you were mad.
I was mad, but
then your buddy goes...
I thought he was going to hit him. Hands down, I thought he was going to hit him. I was like...
Were you worried about him hitting him? Were you
I was kind of worried. I didn't want him to hit him.
Get involved in this? And...
Yeah, well, as the video shows, there was a group of some people that were trying to defend him, which gets a lot of people's blood boiling. But there's some people...
Well, hang on a second. Were they trying to defend him,
yes.
or were they trying to defend his soldiership, his mock soldiership? Did they even know that he was a fake?
They didn't know he was a fake. They assumed he was a soldier because he was in uniform.
Now, that's an important distinction. I want you to hear that again.
Yes.
They assumed that he was a soldier because he had the uniform on.
Yes, absolutely.
That will come into play later in this discussion.
Oh, yes, it will.
In ways that... I mean, I don't want to... It's called foreshadowing, folks. We'll get there. Trust me. So your friend, really, I mean, he rolls up his sleeve. He's got the Ranger tat.
Yes, he has the scroll on his arm. He's got it.
I think for me, the moment that seals it, I mean, you can say, well, you know, I've got the Ranger tattoo. I buried friends. We've all done that. I mean, we've all been there. The moment that seals it for me is when he says to him, take off that Ranger tab.
And he takes it off.
And he takes it off. He just rips it right off.
Right off.
And your friend sort of sarcastically goes, see?
Yeah.
No Ranger would really do that.
Absolutely not.
It wouldn't happen.
Any Ranger that was tabbed like that would be like, come get it. Yeah. I dare you. Yeah. Like, this is going to be funny.
and would have just stood his ground. Yes. This guy backed away from this in a heartbeat. Which is...
so fast.
It sounds weird, but that is ironclad proof that this guy is a fraud. He's a phony soldier. He's fake.
Yes. We call him PX Rangers.
Well, I call him something else, but I can't say it on the air.
No.
It's as Chris from Georgia said, he's stealing something that doesn't belong to him. He didn't earn it. Doesn't belong to him.
Mm-hmm.
What made him think that he could get away with this? Is his girlfriend really that stupid that she believes this?
Apparently. I've been in contact with his family, and I haven't talked to his girlfriend, but I've talked to her brother, and I've heard some of the story, and I guess he's been trying to get the guy arrested for months now. So, I mean...
Sister she loves him, I'm sure. So
I'm sure, yeah.
Love will cover up a whole lot of dirt.
I heard his wife loved him, too, until they got together, but...
Well, on that note, see, I'm not going to comment on that one. What is it that most ticks you off about these guys? Because he's not the only one.
No, he's not.
What is it that most ticks you off about it?
It's just the sheer disrespect to the people that fought and died for you. And there's plenty of people, every military person, every veteran has at least one of those stories where it's like something tragic happened. You lost a friend, you lost a loved one, you lost someone. And the one that does it for me every time is I knew a girl, she was pregnant when she got to the unit. She was only there like 6 months. She got deployed. Well, she got there after her husband died. So she's pregnant. Her husband dies in Iraq. Then she has the kid. And then 3 months later, she goes to Iraq. And then 3 months after that, she died. So that kid will never know their parents. And that is the story that always seals the deal for me. And it's just like, if you're going to disrespect everybody like that, you're disrespecting that person too, and I'm not going to be able to stomach that.
It's the Dave Bowman Show, Power Talk 1360, 1280, Modesto, Stockton, iHeartRadio. Telephone text 565-DAVE,